Hello everyone, Von Marie here and welcome back to my channel. So I have a box of the month. It's actually the junior box of the month and I was super excited. I already looked at some of the products that came in here and Jamie is so sweet. She sent me some tea. So thank you, Jamie. And I love the enamel dots and this cute little s'more marshmallow. And so here are the A2 Cozy Cup A2 card fronts, and I made 2 cards with these card fronts. You might have recognized them. They are really beautiful. You get 2 of each and you get so many in a pack, and you actually get some bonus sentiments in this month's card fronts. So that is a great pack, and this is the junior box, so you get the full pack of those. And then here is the stamp set that I was super excited to get. And this month is about coffee theme, and I love coffee, and this girl is really pretty with her coffee and her kitty and her books. And so I love all the books in this stamp set, and 6x6, and it has just a ton of sentiments. Also the ephemera pack, there is so many pieces in this ephemera pack. There is a lot of coffee. So super exciting, and I will share with you what's in this ephemera pack. There are little scenes like this, and there's books and sentiments that go with these ephemera. I love that birdhouse and that to-go coffee. So those are on my to-do list. And I love that book there, and just every single piece of ephemera is really fun, and you can get so many cards done with these ephemera pieces. So I'm really excited to have this pack. And so if you can subscribe to the junior box of the month or even the box of the month, I would do that because you get so much and the value is just so great, and then you get it delivered to your house every month. And those subscription spots go really fast, and I know the paper pack club is really popular. You get a bonus stamp this month, and so I love that. And so I love that lavender. And I'm thinking I may do a card for my mother-in-law with those books because she loves to read and she loves coffee. So such a great pack for me to use for her birthday. So here is the coffee and books volume 2, hashtag coffee and books volume 2, and you get double-sided papers. And I love the coffee beans and I love the coffee stains, and I was going to use this paper for the card that we're making today, but I decided to not do that this time. I will use the ephemera, probably the next card. And I love that brown polka dot paper because I don't think I've ever had brown polka dot paper, so that is really fun. So all these papers, I'm going to use up wisely, probably hoard them a little bit. So here are some card fronts from August. And so I started my subscription a little late, so I just got these card fronts also, and they are really pretty. So I stamped this girl stamp, and I stamped her on hammer mill with Memento black tuxedo ink. And I am going to use some Olo markers as well as Altenew markers. And so I thought it was fun to use some of these markers together. They're alcohol markers, and so why not just mix it up a little bit instead of using my Copic markers. And some of my Copic markers are dry anyway, so it was really fun to get out these markers and use them. So I'm giving her a blue color for her sweater, or maybe it's just like a sweatshirt, but I am giving a blue color because I wanted it to match that A2 card front. It has a mix of blues, oranges, there are browns, and I felt like there was like some burgundy colors in there, so I am just trying to match my image to that card front. And it has a chair, which I like. She's sitting down, and my first thought was to have her sit in that chair, but I'm going to change it up a little bit later, and I'll let you know why. But I am just coloring in her skin, and so almost done. It's a really easy image to color. She doesn't have much hair, or actually all her hair is up in a bun. I like to wear my hair up in a bun as well, so she just looks really comfortable with her coffee and cozy. She looks really cozy, and her muffins, and so I just love that. And just giving her some brownish color hair, and I just love the little scene here. So, and I will be fussy cutting her out, which isn't too hard to do. You can use your brother scan and cut, or maybe you have another like a digital cutting machine that you can cut around her. And so I'm just kind of thinking, looking at my card front, and I wanted to use some orange, and so I am just going to use a little bit of orange here on the cup or the muffin wrapper, and I think I use it on the mug as well. So I love that you get a 6x6 stamp set with this junior box of the month, and then you get, of course, you get the card fronts, and you get the paper, which is a good value. I love all of that. So, and I love sentiments, so that is why I really love this stamp set. So I grabbed out more markers, and I'm using my Pear Blossom Press bag. And so I haven't used these markers in a long time, and so I just looking to see if any of these markers would work. And I will list what markers I used. I don't really know what order I used them in. Good thing I have them, a few of them on my screen here. I was just having fun coloring, so I didn't write down what colors went together like I usually do, and it's a little hard to put Olo markers with your Altenew markers because they're really different. They go together, but they're really different. So here's where I fussy cut it, and so I decided to leave all those little stars or marks, accents in the background near her. So I could have probably cut around them, but I just left them, and now I'm just gluing my A2 card front to my A2 card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And now I will be stamping my sentiment that says Bookish Bliss. And I just wanted something little so it didn't take away from my background there. And I did think about inking around the edges, but I just love the card front the way it is. It has so much to look at. It's really cozy. I love all those pumpkins. I love the sign. I love the window. And of course, that chair with the 3 pillows, or maybe there's 4 there. And I'm going to put this image of her sitting down because sometimes I like to sit down on the floor, not just in the chair, and I've always liked that. So, and she's sitting by her kitty, and her kitty's probably on the ground anyways, and she's just sitting near the pumpkins, and it's just a nice scene, and I didn't want to take away from that chair. So that is my reasoning for why I am putting her on the ground there. And I'm just taking my foam tape off, taking all the backing, and so she is looks really good there. And I decided to add some gems, or these are enamel dots, and it's in the pumpkin spice. So I will list what I used of the junior box of the month for August, because I did use a little bit of August products with the September junior box of the month products. And I'm just putting my glittery enamel dots. I'm going to use 3 colors. And so I will list everything down, and also join our September mood board challenge, because I think I will be linking this card to the challenge because I think it matches the colors, and of course it matches the theme of coffee. And so go ahead and enter the challenge. You can win a $15 gift certificate to the Not Too Shabby shop. And I'm just going to give color in my coffee here and some ground for the kitty and all the elements here, and I will share a close-up. And so thank you for joining me today, and have a wonderful day.